Hello and welcome to another episode of WOT Tactics. I'm on the Panzer IV-A, the Tier 3 German medium tank, and I'm in a good battle here because I've obviously top tier against Tier 2, on this map with this tank I basically try to make the most of the gun and the fact that it's got good gun depression, so I go straight for the hill. The reason for doing that is also because my armour, the armour on the Panzer IV-A, is so low that you really want to use as much cover as possible. It's not really a tank for going out in the open because you can just be ripped apart by machine guns. And even though on the enemy team there's only one Panzer I-C, you can see he's already scored a kill. Alright, he's dead now. But it's just best to just avoid close encounters, and this is where my tactic pays off, because as I expected, the enemy is trying to come up from the hill, so I take a hold down position and just wait for them to come up and pound them.
Penetration.
And it's nice to just destroy a T-18 frontally with just 2 shots. They normally are a menace when you're Tier 2, but when you've got a gun like the one on the Panzer IV-A, they are no menace at all. So just stand here waiting for the remainder of the enemies. Please note that there's only an artillery with me. I mean, sorry, a tank destroyer, another T-18. I don't understand why he goes up further, but it's fine by me because he's actually acting as a bait. And the enemies aim at him, but I take them out. And watch this, I'm already on 4 kills. And that without taking a single shot. And we've taken the hill, and we're leading, so that's a very good start. And I now make a little bit of a further move ahead, but I know that there might still be somebody lurking in there, or even on this hill, so I don't go forward. I'd rather stay out in the further back, and let the T-18 go out in the open, and even though he doesn't have a lot of view range, he might be able to spot whether there is anybody else coming up from that side. I'm also waiting for any enemies to show up here so I can snipe them, and just as I thought, there you go, there's a gross tractor coming up, and just as I thought, he's there, so I'm glad I didn't go out first. So the T-18 is again acting as a bait, and I deal the damage. And the gross tractor doesn't really have that much armor, so I can penetrate alright and destroy it. Even though he did destroy the T-18, he paid a high price for that. But despite all my good efforts and 5 kills, my team is still struggling. So I finally I'm a bit more confident about this position now. I can do some sniping, and of course the enemy always stops and starts, thwarting my attempts to snipe at them. And if it's not them moving, it's usually the RNG making my shots just dip at the very last moment or go way above their turret, like in this case. So that's a bit disappointing. But that H-35 gets destroyed, so we got a little bit more of a comfortable lead, 11 versus 8. And the thing is, there's only one enemy basically flagged, as you can see, at B2. So I go and make my move. I'm the only one on this flank. It's a little bit risky still, because there could still be somebody lurking in there, because that's usually another preferred position. And lo and behold, just as I'm approaching, bing! Up comes an M2 medium. Now, I must admit, in this particular instance, I didn't play very well, because I just took a lot of damage, I missed a few shots, and I was just trying basically to confuse him by moving and stopping and moving. But on the other hand, the RNG is not helping us at all, and I'm really taking a chance here, because one more shot and I could be dead. Luckily, very luckily, I was actually quite lucky that M2 medium did not have the derp gun, because if he had the derp gun, I'd be dead by now. So I finally got my 6th kill, so that's a top gun, but it isn't over yet. We've got a D2 and another Panzer IV that doesn't seem to do badly at all with 2 kills. So the next thing I can do is just take position here and then hold down, or even go, as you'll see me, just go over there, that little ridge, you know, where the rail track is, and go and hide in the little kind of groove that there is just behind it, and do a bit of hold down from there, which is probably the best thing to do, and rely basically on these 2 teammates, an 81 and a medium 2. They don't have, the 81 has got barely any view range, but the medium 2 has got some, and I just wait for them to make a move, because I am not going to expose myself anymore. I've already lost a fair amount of HP. The T-18 has destroyed the Panzer IV, which was probably the biggest threat. I don't even see it on the map, but it looks like he must have gone up like that, and it's probably going to pop up any moment from here. Now the 81 is going to capture the base. I don't think that's necessary at this stage. In fact, I actually think it's a bit dangerous, because as you can see, he's already got 44%. He's only got 44% HP, and by doing this move, he will certainly attract the D2 to come and kill him. I mean, that's fine by me, because I'm actually covering here. As you can see, I'm ready to take the D2 as soon as he pops up. But he is taking, I think, too much of a risk. I mean, I'm grateful, because that's probably the best tactic to do. By capturing the base, he will attract the D2 to come out in the open, and I can get it. What I don't understand is what is that M2 with that medium 2 doing, because it's just way too far. I mean, it's too far back. However, the T-18 hopefully is lurking somewhere in there, and we should see it soon. And we just have to wait for the D2 to come up. It's a bit of a slow tank, but he will come up, if only because of the fact that he can get his Defender medal. In fact, that's probably what he's doing. He's waiting for the counter to reach, I believe it's 65 or 85. Yeah, I think it's 85. And at that point, he'll probably come up and fire. And now you can see the T-18 coming up. I see the D2. The D2 resets the cap, destroys the 81. For some reason, I am not even hitting the D2. But finally I am. And I destroy it. So that was a good game. Top Gun, good damage. Well, I did take some damage, but it was worth it. Apart from that mistake with the M2 medium, other than that, really, I think I did quite well. And that just shows to you how to play with this tank. Use the gun, because it's a really powerful gun. Don't expose yourself, because your armor is very, very thin. Thank you for watching.